coming up.
So why are you selling it?
Because it's horrible.
Oh.
Find out if Stuart will buy the unpopular item after the break.
I'm going to let you tell me all about it first, because I've got some funny ideas about this.
Have you?
And a few things to say about it. Well, lots to say about it.
Right, yeah.
Tell me first what you know about it, please.
Not a lot. I bought it about 15 years ago from my husband as a present.
Right.
Because he has a boat and he's quite obsessed with the weather.
Right, well, it's got a name on it, and so from what you're saying and what I can see here, it's a relative humidity hygrometer. So it's a barometer.
Yeah.
And it works on a bellows principle, so it tells you the pressure of the weather. And it's perspex,
Yep.
which was disappointing. I wanted that to be glass. Do you know what it resembles?
A Sputnik.
A Sputnik, yes. Don't you find that intriguing,
No.
interesting, why they should... And that's the first thing that hit me. I haven't seen one before.
No.
There's lots of plastic in it, so I'm not really mad about it from that point of view.
No.
The fact that it's a hygrometer, barometer is interesting, but it's shaped like a Sputnik. It comes in two pieces. This lifts up. But what I do discover, that this here has got a thread inside,
Yes.
and this also has a wall hanging hook here. You say your husband has a boat, you
Yes.
mentioned it, and I think this would have been a gimbal fitting.
Ah,
So
right.
you hung it on the wall and that sort
Yeah.
of suspended itself.
Oh, I see.
So almost, again, like a Sputnik in free running in
yeah.
space. So there is something missing there.
Yeah.
So a combination of lots of plastic, which I'm not mad about, something missing I'm not mad about, 1960s I'm not mad about,
Not got a lot going for
but
it then.
Sputniks I think is super. I think it really is super. So why are you selling it?
Because it's horrible.
Ah, well, I'll go along with that a bit. Let's see what I can find for you. £40 for a Sputnik.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's very bold of you. I really want to pay £40 for it. I'll make another tenner and I'll pay you 50 for it, or I'll bid you 50 for it. The choice is yours.
Right.
It's a lovely bit of nonsense. It's not complete. 50 quid for plastic. I can't believe I'm doing it. 50 quid, is that any better for you?
Right.
Say no, please, say no.
Definitely not going to go any more then.
No.
I was thinking dress and shoes, but...
I think it'll get you a shoe. I can't believe I bid you 50 quid for it, but there you go.
OK then, Stuart.
OK, you're not
it's
going
a
to say
deal.
yes, are you?
Yes, I'm going to say yes.
Thank you very much, I think.
Next, Stuart takes a sharp intake of breath when he sees this rare item.
What have you brought along for us today?
Pipe.
A pipe. It's known as a churchwarden pipe. This is most unusual churchwarden pipe. You can still buy the clay ones today. They're very similar to that in length, and you have some societies that still use them and smoke them. But originally it would have been the gentlemen of the day that would use them, and it would be smoked in the pub after dinner and so on. Amazing thing. What's most amazing about it, two things that is really good about it, there's three things actually I could keep on. It's complete and in good condition, and it's made of steel. Now, normally they're clay, as I said, and I would have expected this one to be brass, but it's actually steel. The most amazing thing about it, and you know about this, is that it does unscrew
To 3 parts.
into 3 parts. So not only has it got the thread, but it's still a pipe. It's still able to be smoked. So this is very interesting. I would have said it's probably middle 19th century. So we're talking 1850, maybe 20 years either way or so. But really quite unusual.
Quite, yeah.
How did you come by it?
It was my husband's.
Your husband's?
He was a collector of order.
Of anything? Or
Yeah, anything.
not just pipes?
No, anything.
Now, he didn't ever smoke it though, did he?
No,
Because I can't...
no, he didn't.
Doesn't smell of tobacco at all, and tobacco does stay around a long time. So, why are you parting with it now? Does it not have any memories for you?
No, not
Particularly
really.
just a... No, lovely thing. I like this. Let's see if I can buy it. Okay. 20. You must have an idea. I'm not asking you, but you've got an idea. Let's see if we can surprise you with this. 20, 40. 60, 80, 100, 120 pounds. I said I like it. It's a no. You like it better than I do by the look of it.
I've come in here now, Phyllis, because I think we're at an important stage. Everyone that's seen it from our independent valuers, they are very enthusiastic about it. And they're saying 100 to 180, somewhere in that region. I think your job now is to smile at Steward and say, please, Mr. Steward, could you give a little bit more? And I think if you could get a little bit more, then I would snap the money off the table. It might bring more at auction, but it's a bit of a gamble.
120 on the table. I'll do 140 pounds.
Fine.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
We have a deal?
Yes.
Great stuff. Thank you very much.
How did you come to own these?
The silver one belonged to my grandmother and was given to her by my grandfather. And subsequently she bought the other one for my aunt, her daughter, prior to emigrating to South Africa. So it's been halfway across the world and back. So I'm having a clear out, which is not to say I'm going to give them away.
Of course not, no, nor would we expect you to. So, Joe, do you know actually what they were used for?
Yes, they're visiting card boxes. They have in fact got one remaining card in each. The silver one was my grandmother's card box, given to her by my grandfather.
Okay, well the card's still in here, so
yes.
I need my glass to look at
Yes.
this, but it reads Mrs. George Gerard Baker,
That's right.
Oxford Road, Waterloo, Liverpool.
And there's an inscription on the silver box, Steenie being my grandmother's
That's
pet's
it.
name.
Actually, it's a
given by my
very nice
grandfather.
description. Steenie from George,
From
Christmas 1899.
1899, that's right. Yes.
Well, it's lovely that that's been in your family for well over a century now.
Yes, indeed.
So that's
yeah.
very nice. And of course, you're absolutely correct what you say about the cases. We're talking about days long ago before there were telephones and
Yes.
things like that. So when someone went to visit somebody, they would quite simply leave one of their cards and either swap them over. So obviously they needed something to carry them around in.
Yes.
So card cases became very popular. This is just a pretty basic, I say basic, but a very attractive silver card case dating from around the end of the 19th century, made in solid silver. What I do like about this, sometimes they're just sort of rectangular and plain, but this is nicely scalloped around the edges here, so it's got a bit of shape to it. And the other thing I like about this is the wonderful engraving, which we call bright cut engraving, and that's all been done. Can you see the sort of work
Yes.
that's gone into that?
Yes.
And that's covered the whole surface apart from just the wee shield there where they put the inscription. I think that's a very nice piece of Victorian silver.
Yes.
The other case you've got here is Mother of Pearl. And having had a quick look at this, the only problem with this one is it's lost a few sections of
Yes,
Mother
indeed.
of Pearl.
Yes.
And that sort of happens because obviously it's all made in sections. And unfortunately that does sort of affect the value of it a little bit. And so I know that's going to be quite difficult for me to sell. But that one I can sell quite easily and I like. So most of the money, I'm going to give you a price for them both as you bought them in. But most of the money is going on the silver one here.
Fair enough.
20, 40, 60, 70 pounds.
I think it might achieve, or they might individually achieve more than that at auction.
You know, there's always
So-
that possibility.
Yeah.
So that's not enough, in other words. Well, look, what about if I took that £10 away and I put £20 down and said £80 for two?
At the low end of the range of acceptability.
The low end of it's getting near the range of acceptability. That's interesting.
Yes.
Go on, I'm going to go against my better judgment here. This is my final offer. £100. It's your choice, sir, and whatever you choose, I hope it's the best
Now, is it
choice
going to be
for you.
more attractive for me to take these back and put them back in the clutter box, or is the money more attractive to put in the bank?
I know what I'd do.
I think on balance, it's the sensible thing
It's a
to do.
deal.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you very much for bringing them in,
Pleasure.
sir. Pleasure meeting you.